And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer.
Howdy folks, Darren back with you at Cross Timbers Farm. Welcome to 8th Day Chronicles. Glad to have you with us today. An absolute gorgeous day. This is the day the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful, beautiful day. We have the drum mower hooked back up to the Kubota. We're heading to the reclaimed hayfield. If the weatherman's not fibbing to us, we have a forecast, a window of about 5 days with no rain. Well, each day there's like a 20% chance of rain. Some days only about 10. I think the highest I saw was like 22%. That's not much. That's 78% chance it's not going to. So we're cutting hay. We're cutting our reclaimed hayfield. Our first cut on our main hayfield and our test plot has been done for about a week. We're heading to the reclaimed field. Perfect timing. I do not like cutting all of our hayfields at once, putting all my eggs in one basket in case of something very unforeseen. Rain, injury, sickness. I mean, if you have a ton of hay down and all of a sudden you get really, really sick with some virus or whatever, and it takes you a week to recover from it, to feel like going back out, you're going to find somebody to come do something with that hay or just leave it and let it ruin. In any event, we have a window to cut hay today. We're going to cut hay, make hay while the sun shines. Reclaimed hayfield is a work in progress. All right, we're going to head toward the reclaimed field, and you will notice when we are mowing the reclaimed hayfield, we do the test plot as well. In some areas of our main hayfield, due to the degree of slope on our land, we can't mow as fast as this mower and this tractor is capable of. You may have noticed in a lot of our videos, the test plot's small. You're talking, with the extension added to it, 4/10 of an acre. You can't go far to your turning and making turns. The main hayfield up here on the top near the barn is not level, but it's very gently sloped. However, if you get toward the bottom of our main hayfield, it turns off steeper. You'll notice we mow slow through there. We rake slow through there. We bale slow through there. The test plot at the very top is fairly gently sloped. The further on that test plot you go, the more it drops off. Down toward the edge, we keep a boundary line, if you want to call it that, mowed with a riding lawnmower. When we're mowing hay, that tells us where to stop. It's getting too steep. We've rode the tractor through there multiple times, even lower than that, with no implement attached to it. And we found the balance point where the tractor, you're sitting on the side of a hill and all of a sudden you can feel that front tire start doing a little bit like that. And you start getting that oh no uneasy feeling. We know where to stop. However, even at that point, we have to go slow with an implement to the tractor. We keep the implement on the uphill side to keep our balance pulled that way. So we keep our implement on the uphill side, and you will notice we mow this reclaimed hayfield slow. We mow it slow, we ted it slow, we rake it slow, we bale it slow. There is no hay worth your life. Do not get on a hillside on a tractor in a dangerous place that's got catastrophe written all over it. Just leave it. It ain't worth it. So we're going to mow what we can, and you're going to notice we do mow lots of it very slow, just for safety reasons because of the steepness of it. So we're heading to the reclaimed field. Come along with us. Very nice Timothy. You can see this one has just come out of the seed head. The seed head is emerging. Nice leafy. Man, Timothy grass is so soft. I was hasty in an earlier video saying I didn't think our frost seeding with the Timothy went well. It did. That was a hasty conclusion. It's seed heading a little bit later than our orchard and fescue. But this, because we've let this go, now this is seed heading real good. And we've got a lot more Timothy in this field than I thought we did. And I bet we will in our other fields as well. I see no reason why we would have it here and not there. I don't think I inspected close enough to see the Timothy. The Timothy in its vegetative state is really hard to differentiate from orchard grass in the vegetative, leafy state. There's quite a bit of it back here. There's also a lot of weeds. Very windy today. Nice to be out working, good breeze. We get this cut, this wind will really help it dry down this evening. It's late afternoon, almost early evening, and we're ready to cut this, and we're looking forward to all this Timothy and orchard and fescue and some red clover. Our frost seeding done excellent back here, and I think it done better in our other fields than I gave it credit for. So we're gonna get started, and once we get this field cut, tedded, raked, and baled off the field, we're gonna spray for weeds, for our midsummer weeds. And I think we're gonna go a different route than 2,4-D. 2,4-D's having so-so results in this field. Really good on some weeds, not so good on others. We got a lot of deer tongue in this field. We're going to have to deal with somehow, some way. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But we're going to spray, and then about a week later, we're going to put the fertilizer to it, the pelletized gold. So let's get started mowing this reclaimed hayfield. No fawns hit, thank goodness. They've been a couple of deer hanging around this field every evening. And it's fawning season. And I have seen no fawns, thank goodness. Actually walked through the middle of the field kind of making noise. Nothing ran out, no adult deer, nothing. Have seen no fawns. I'm keeping an eye out. No rabbits. We see a lot of rabbits around here too. No rabbits seen. However, I was going along and I seen a box turtle, an eastern box turtle. And I saw this thing just in the nick of time. I stopped the tractor, shut everything down, got off and picked up this box turtle and set it on the other side of the fence. Didn't go 70 yards and kapow. Man, when you hit a box turtle shell with a drum mower, it makes a racket. I was like, dang, I hate that. I like box turtles. What do you do? Made one more lap around, come around and hit another one. Are they having a box turtle convention in this field? I don't know. But regardless, I hate hitting them. I got them out of the hay after I hit them. Boy, it makes a mess though. Fingers crossed I don't hit any more turtles. Thank goodness they're not big mud turtles, they're small. If you're familiar with an eastern box turtle, they're very small, you know, about that big around, an adult. Thank goodness that I ain't hit any more, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't hit any more. I'm keeping as close eye as I can. Those things get down under this grass, crawling along, and the top of the shell's camouflaged, you know, with that yellowish and brown and black pattern they have on their shell. You can't see them. Hard as I try. Hard as I try, you just can't see them. And hopefully I don't hit any more. Reclaimed hayfield is cut. Unfortunate that we hit a couple of box turtles. Man, I still hate that. That's a little drum mower ran good. The Kubota ran good as usual. This hay's only so-so. It's weedy. A lot of orchard grass, a lot of fescue, and a lot of timothy. Very surprisingly, there's a lot of good grass, there's a lot of bad weeds. We got our work cut out for us with this deer tongue. I'll bend over, get a little piece of it. We got to do something about this stuff, and I'm not real sure how. 2,4-D, crossbow, your broadleaf weed killer won't kill this stuff. We're just gonna have to try it, short of disking this field, round up, glyphosating this whole field, killing off everything, disking it and replanting. We're gonna have to work at trying to crowd it out the best we can and see what happens. It's got some really good grass growing in it that the thoughts of starting from scratch doesn't appeal to me very much. If you want to see what starting from scratch was, a shout out to Chigger Hill Adventures. Go look at what Tom has done with his hay fields. My goodness, he's put in a lot of sweat equity there. We've got such good grasses going here, I hate to go that route of killing off everything and starting over. So we're going to work at what we got and see what we can do to improve. This hay, the grasses back here would almost rival what we got anywhere else. Maybe not the test plot, but it would rival our main hay field. But it's the weeds. We got a weed load. So as soon as we get this baled and off the field, we are going to spray. We're going to switch up our spray. We're going to go, we've been spraying with 2,4-D. We're going to go to probably crossbow. I haven't made my mind up for sure yet. Crossbow's a broadleaf weed killer and won't harm your grasses. So we're going to spray, then let that spray work for, several days. Then we're going to fertilize back here. Our good grasses, we're doing everything we can to gut punch these weeds and then turn around and feed our grasses to try to make them grow so we can crowd out the weed problem back here. So we're done with the mowing. Cut about an hour ago, reclaimed hayfield. Now it's time to ted this out for the first ted. It's about 5 p.m. and good time ted. We still got good sun on this field, so we're gonna go ahead and get this spread out, preserve these good grasses the best we can. High sugars and starch levels and proteins and stuff that we can. So it's weedy hay, but we're gonna make the best we can with it. So here we go. First tedding's complete. And this is some weedy hay. I'm gonna pull out a few of them. Can you see that? That's, I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of ground ivy. I do know that, but other than that, if you get into the grasses, it's pretty dadgum good. Look at the Timothy in it. I mean, I'm sorry, that's orchard grass. There's orchard, plenty of Timothy, plenty of orchard, plenty of tall fescue. Our good grasses are definitely here. The frost seeding, as I said earlier, I was hasty on judging the amount of Timothy that actually germinated. It was pretty successful. And I had people tell me that, oh, you can't frost seed Timothy. Oh, you can. I've proven that. It's worked pretty darn good. First tedding's done. We will ted again tomorrow probably. We've got a really good breeze out here today. Man, I hope this breeze and sun continues for the next couple days. If it'll stay this breezy and this sunny, we'll make good dry down for this hay to the proper moisture content. So we're done for today. We're going to take the tedder and the tractor back to the barn and park it for the night, and we'll ted again tomorrow. Probably a little light tedding the day after, and then fourth or fifth day, we'll see what happens. We'll be baling. We'll bring you back for the baling and the raking. Thanks for being with us. We really appreciate it. Pray that God blesses you and your family, and hope y'all have a fantastic day.